So the thing that I love about the 10-year vision is that the whole goal behind it is that you create a vision that you're actually excited about, which means that it doesn't have to be a perfect vision. We think that in order to live an exciting experience or have an exciting life, it needs to be perfect. It needs to have all the bells and whistles and all the shiny things. And it has to be in a certain way, in a certain sequence. Now, what I'm going to teach you today is a framework which is sequential to some degree, but it's your unique way of showing up. Right? And the cool thing about the vision is it allows us to move into a space where we're no longer comparing ourselves to others. You know, I used to be compared in the industry to other people that were achieving success in a similar way to me, where they'd have successful websites, successful podcasts, they were speaking at events that I was speaking at, and sometimes people say, oh, you're like this guy or that guy, and it used to trigger me. And the day that I went back and revisited my vision, this was at least a good 4 years back, I hadn't looked at it for a good 6 months. When I jumped in and had a look at it all, and I even had conversations with the people in the industry were comparing me to, I realized very quickly that their vision was very different to mine. It might look a little bit similar on the outside, but it's very different because the intricacies inside the vision was unique to me. And so you get to create your own unique vision, and what you realize very quickly, like Emil's tattoo on the side of his arm, you stay in your lane, right? This is what Emil says, because people ask him all the time, like, oh, what does your tattoo mean, bro? That's a Kiwi accent. I'm trying to do it as South African accent. Brew, it's brew. Yeah, brew, yeah. And he says, you know, like it's stay in your lane. And I love that whole philosophy of staying in your lane. And we're in a society right now where there's social media and there's all these people putting out all this content, and they're all, like we were just talking about it before, Heidi was saying, you know, like a lot of people was all like filling their face with fillers and all these different treatments, and a lot of people are starting to look the same, right? Because they think they have to in order to achieve this certain level of success or to be validated or accepted in some way. So the awesome thing about the vision is you start to build more courage, you know, the word you're using before, that guts, you get guts to really start creating a life that you are proud of yourself. And it's not relying on anybody else. That's what I really love about the vision. You start to almost be rebellious towards the society in a positive way, and rebellious towards the way that people do things, because you see a vision of what you desire to create. And all visionaries in this world are rebellious. They're innovative. And it can be practiced, right? You may not feel like a visionary right now, but the more you start to commit to your vision, the more you realize, like, wow, I've got some incredible power in me. As Adam's gonna speak into, you know, energy and raising your frequency, you start to notice these things shift in your body too. And I love that we're gonna be able to bounce back and forth on this as well in your teachings and mine, because they're very related in a sense of, like, when you commit to your vision, your identity starts to shift, right? It's not like you write out the 10-year vision and you're still the same person as you are today, 9 years and 364 days in, and then on the 365th day, it's like, wow, I just like changed my identity and now I'm that person. It doesn't work like that. We think that that's how it works, consciously or unconsciously. What happens is, when we start challenging ourselves to evolve our identity into who we desire to become 10 years from now, but start doing it today, that's when our external results start to shift. It has to start from here. It starts internally first.